I wasted everything I was going to say in the show.
Give me a chance.
Yo.
Give me a chance to go live.
Yo, what's happening, universe? It's Banterville. We back at it again. Today we got public enemy number one in the form of two brothers over here. You got Mighty in the middle over there. Top left, you got Pablo. Arsenal representatives. You know, look at these guys. I mean, come on.
Out of the shadows. Out of the shadows.
Top right, we got, your boy Max. Bottom right, it's me, your boy Mr. Mabue. And then bottom left, we got Keletsi. Welcome, gentlemen, to this week's episode of Banterville. What's happened?
What it do?
Yeah, we got some guys here. What'd you say?
Yeah.
You can't complain. We're winning trophies out here, bro.
Yeah.
Silverware boys. You know what I'm saying? Silverware. It's a good feeling. Medal's a good feeling.
I can imagine that trophy is such a big boost for Arteta. People probably now are looking at him and thinking, okay, actually, yeah, maybe you are the right guy. Yes. That's probably the most important thing that came out of it.
Yeah. I mean, 8 months in, got himself some silverware. Just 8 months. I mean, that's a win for him.
But I think we must be careful not to hype him too much because remember, Unai Emery came in with 22 games undefeated, and we were like, man for us. And then the slump happened, and then it was like, hey. So I mean, I think Arteta's the guy, but you have to just have it with a little pinch of salt before you crown him.
Emery was a silent assassin. Said the rest of the top tier teams put together money. They're like, let's send this guy to demolish us.
But to be fair, with regards to your boy Emery, that man was broken by a woman. Didn't you see that article that came out with his ex-girlfriend?
Are you serious?
Yeah, his ex-girlfriend. She's like, nah, son. This guy ain't shit. And after that, everything just fell apart.
happened to my boy Jay Lings as well. He was dating that Jenna Frooms or whatever. Break up. She goes now to this TikTok sensation called Jason Derulo, and the man just falls apart.
It was his choice. It's not like his woman was stolen.
Yeah?
It was his choice. It's not like his woman was stolen. He went to Miami and was banging those Latin beds.
Hey, man. Let the man let the man eat.
Heavy's the head, bro. With great fame, comes great responsibility.
I will say this, though, Pablo.
Yes, sir.
In terms of what's his name? What's your new coach called? Arteta. Yeah.
Arteta. Yeah.
I was watching on Tifo Football. They did documentary, 6-minute documentary about what he's trying to implement at Arsenal, and you can see the man's philosophy is ahead of the game. I wouldn't say ahead of the game, but he's up there in terms of how he wants the club to run and how he's approaching his man management.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason you're seeing a change in the attitude at Arsenal.
But I also think it's a part of Pep's philosophy that he's done.
Yeah.
Pep wanted to keep him, and if the biggest managers in world football values you to the extent that he do almost anything to keep you, I mean, that means Arteta's got that talent. And I mean, I agree, especially about the man management. I mean, if you talk about man management, you see Uzi's not in the squad. Even though he's fit, he's not in the squad. Özil, not in the squad. Fit, not in the squad. Because if the attitude isn't even right as well, you're out the squad. Simple.
Yeah.
Even on 50K, hey, you're out.
You could be the most paid player on the team. You still child bench.
I'll bench, bro. I mean, the guy wasn't even in the FA Cup final squad, man. Not even in the squad. He was in Turkey.
Yeah, come on.
He's back home.
Laying in the sun in Turkey while we were playing a cup final. Come on, bro.
But I mean, if you're Ozil, how is he? Let's say 31 years old. I mean, 350 a week. How many years left on the contract? 2, 3? I don't know. Do you find another club, or do you just kick back, relax,
MLS,
stick your millions
Baba.
in,
MLS,
and then hit an MLS?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or China.
I said, look, I think he's gonna
just no Rona there.
50 to play in a very good league, right? He's not gonna leave now. I mean, he's just gonna keep cashing those checks in until we basically kick him out, which is what I think. He's got a year left. I think he's gonna stick out, cash in his weekly 350, and then he'll probably go to Turkey. I think he'll go to Turkey or he'll go to the MLS. Yeah, I don't think he'll go to China, but yeah, he's cashing in. Why? Because the thing that no one from Italy, I think, or the other leagues is going to give him 350 at this point in time.
No, not a chance.
No, it's a wrap.
The Champions League football and great European football for 350 anymore. He's kind of he's not in a good space for that. So yeah, cash in for another year, then head to wherever the MLS, I guess. Yeah.
So
Fenerbahce.
A whole year of sitting on the sidelines, rocking up at training in your Bentley, the nicest car there, but you know that you're just going to be like on the sides, playing with the youngsters, with the reserves. I mean, yeah. Especially as a World Cup winner. I mean,
yeah.
No.
I mean, what hasn't the man won, eh? He's won pretty much, okay, he hasn't watched a Premier League, but I mean, all the major...
So you win UEFA.
I'm sure with Madrid he did.
Madrid he must have.
He must have. With Madrid.
Let me fact check. I'm checking.
Fact check.
You should have a sound effect thingy for that.
Yeah, I know. I won't lie. I've been lazy. There's a way to get these things done. Like you have to. Yeah, it just takes effort. We'll get there. Nah, but also it's exactly like Gareth Bale. You know that. In fact, Gareth is even worse. You know that guy.
Gareth, I understand.
He's even doing a whole nother sport, man. That's the disrespect. That's the disrespect about it.
You gotta plan for your career after football, bro. You know, it's a short-term game. You gotta plan for your career.
Imagine Messi just quits and he starts playing tennis. Ew. No, hacked that would be. Oh, dude, that'd be so hacked.
Yeah, but Gareth Bale is an excellent. For me, I don't even blame Bale. I mean, the man earns 15 million euros after tax a year. Yeah. I think it was something like 500,000 pounds a week. I mean, bruh, that is insane. That is insane. Like it's just blows the mind how much money that is.
Like I'm pretty sure he's made like enough money for him to just quit at this point in time and be comfortable.
Yeah, for sure, he can quit. But I think you can't just. A lot of footballers, they can't quit and do nothing. You know.
Yeah.
He doesn't strike me as a pundit. You know, the guy.
Nah.
Or a coach. He doesn't strike me as a coach as well.
He strikes me as a Peter Crouch. He must go do shenanigans like Peter Crouch, like have concerts in the O2 Arena for $2, £2 or whatever. You guys are laughing. Peter Crouch sold out that concert.
but what was he doing? Like, what was Peter Crouch doing?
He was the project manager, bro. He was the MC extraordinaire. He made it happen. I'm telling you, bro. It was some weird shit, but it was proper. Niggas had a good time, jolly old time. He even stage dived at one point.
What the heck?
Did you know how many people? How many people must take to hold that man up?
A whole 2 meter man.
Like the whole front row is out.
But I did a fact check on Ozil, and he hasn't won the UEFA Champions League. So.
Really?
Almost, yeah. Because I remember, because he was there when Jose was there, and maybe just before they weren't winning the Champions League a lot of that time. There was a time when they were a bit quiet, and then they left. Yeah. Then Jose left, and Aisha, come on, Madrid.
So then, Grant. Besides the Champions League, Ozil's best cup is the FA Cup, huh?
Yeah, well.
Besides La Liga, yeah.
Man. Well, yeah, he won La Liga.
World Cup, La Liga, then Then the FA
Then
Cup.
FA Cup.
Let me
Then
tell
you
you,
saw 3 cups.
once you win the World Cup, your life is complete, bro. You can jump up and down. It's the ultimate.
You're a hero of your country.
But I saw there was a debate, right? I can't remember. It was between two footballers, but I can't remember whose tweet it was. And they were saying, guys, tell me, like, what would you rather do? Would you rather win 1 World Cup for your country or win 3 Champions League trophies? So over your career, which one? The ultimate
boy.
Champions League.
If SA won a World Cup, I'd rather be that guy. I'd rather be in that team, that South African team that won the World Cup. Benny's already won the Champions League. There's nothing special there.
Yeah, I think I'd have to go with World Cup.
It all has to do with the frequency. It's a very special thing to go to, even qualify to play in the World Cup, yet alone win it.
In your career as a footballer, actually, because you can do Champions League every season, man. But
exactly
the World Cup, you probably get maybe 3 World Cups if you're lucky as a player. If you're lucky,
and you're in the history books.
True.
Look at Messi. Messi has won a World Cup. I mean, everyone knows him to be probably one of the greatest, if not the one. But they still bring it up. They're like, yeah.
Has Portugal won with Ronaldo a World Cup?
They won
they won
only the Euro,
and it was their first one too.
Messi hasn't even won a Copa America.
Nah, but Messi, when it comes to playing for Argentina, it's like, man, that guy loses it.
No, it's because it's not Barca, bruh. Argentina is not Barca. Imagine if Aguero wants the ball, bruh. Don't hold that shit. He wants the ball, bruh. Press that shit. Stop trying to dribble niggas. Pass the ball.
You still have Dybala who's hungry. You still have that team. That's.
But I think the problem with Argentina, and you know what? I'm actually gonna say it could be. I think it might be a coach problem, because I think the problem that they have is that you have a lot of the guys who were brought up to the Argentine national team. It's a lot of attack-minded players, dynamic, fast. Even the center, even the midfield, is a little bit quick. They're short, in stature, etc. What they should actually be doing is really, I think they should be limiting the amount of attacking players that they bring into the national team. I know it's hard because, I mean, how do you ask Dybala or how do you ask Lautaro? It's difficult, but rather minimize the amount of attacking guys and focus on your midfield. Because now they bring in 6 forwards, try to make it work, play Messi on the wing sometimes, Aguero to the wing sometimes, Lautaro. Like there's an imbalance in it. They should probably look to stack up that midfield, and also defense is not always great for them as well.
If they've got poor players in midfield and poor players in defense, I mean, as a coach, you can only work with what you can work with, especially as a national team coach.
No, but they've got good players. They are good Argentine midfielders. It's just that
who aren't getting picked.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't. I mean, surely not. There's no way a coach is not going to pick, especially from a limited pool of players, he's not going to pick a good player.
Wait, let me ask you something. Remember Argentina lost to Chile? Who's in the midfield of Chile?
Vidal.
Arturo Vidal. I only know 2 players from Chile.
Yeah, I only know Vidal and Sanchez.
Their team isn't that great, and the thing is, but I'm saying that even just
they had heart.
Yeah, they have heart. But even if, for example, you bring on someone who you leave Dybala, you bring on some other guy who's a proper midfielder, who's maybe not one of the greatest, you might find that you have that equalizing factor. So maybe you have Messi, Aguero, and one other winger there, and then you kind of had a midfield that we have people who are workhorses, kind of working at the back. Because they do overstack their offense. They bring a striker who they try to play on the wing. I remember they played when they had Lautaro Martinez the last time. He was on the wing, but he's a striker. So now you're not even getting guys who are being able to cross into the box, little mega plays on the wings. You're getting guys who just want to go to the goal and score.
Yeah, but nowadays wingers, they don't cross anymore. They're all inside forwards. So you have someone on the wing who's a striker. It's like Greenwood. You have Greenwood on the right. You know that he's going to come in. He's not going to hit the byline.
But he crosses. He does cross.
Obama Yang.
Yeah, Obama Yang.
Yeah, but look what Arsenal finished in the league. Obama Yang's been there all season. He's playing on the left wing. No, I'm just making a
scored like
point.
26 goals.
No, I'm making a point because even for us, right? We don't really have natural wingers. Huh?
Yeah, but no one plays with wingers anymore, is what I'm saying.
No, yeah,
wingers are outdated.
that's not true. That's not true. Liverpool, they've got wingers.
Let's go. No,
Man City have
who
got
are the
wingers. Mohamed Salah is
Liverpool's wingers.
Mohamed Salah is
a striker.
No.
That's a striker, bro.
No. Remember Cristiano Ronaldo? How many goals was he scoring? But he's a winger. Now he's a striker.
That's not a winger.
No.
Guys, Ronaldo hasn't been a winger since he was Greenwood's age, bro.
No. You're not.
That guy. What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
He was lost.
In top flight, your elite teams, who's still playing with wingers? Maybe City.
Let's name the elite teams.
Maybe Bayern.
The elite teams are Madrid.
Yeah.
It's Barcelona. No. No. Talking about doing well today. You've got Man City, you've got Liverpool,
Juventus,
you've got PSG, you've got in Italy it's what's the other team called? Not Lazio. Is it Lazio or Napoli? I think it's Napoli.
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 Inter.
Inter.
Borussia
Dortmund.
What are we putting in Athletic? Not Athletic. Yeah, Atletico.
Yeah. So of those teams, which teams don't have wingers? Who doesn't have wingers?
So maybe the question is, are we talking the traditional winger, Ryan Giggs, Beckham type, hit the byline, get the cross in? Or are you talking
cross, shoot, traditional winger, cross, shoot, track back? So
which of them do have wingers? Maybe
so we said Man City. Mm-hmm. You cannot, bro.
Okay, I'll say Sterling.
Yeah.
Sterling is a winger. I'd say Sterling.
They had Leroy Sané.
Yeah.
Sterling. Who plays on the right? It's
Mahrez is a winger.
Mahrez is a
winger.
Yeah.
I would say Mahrez is a winger.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, because remember, Liverpool. Man City.
Liverpool don't have wingers.
Sadio Mane is a winger.
He's not a winger.
No.
He's not always a strike. Sadio, please, that Mane is not a winger.
He's a winger.
You know who the wingers are for Liverpool? It's Robertson and it's Alexander Arnold. Those are the wingers.
But those are fullbacks. No.
But that's what I'm trying. Those, they do everything that you're talking about a winger. They cross the ball, they pass, they shoot.
They track back.
They do it all. They track back. Thank you.
Yeah, but what's their primary mandate? Their primary mandate is to defend and push. Yes.
In that Liverpool team, it's to assist and score.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. But dude, are you telling me that Salah and Mane don't assist, they don't track back, they don't go for goal? They do all of it. They
do that as inside forwards, not as wingers. They aren't. I mean, I can't remember the last time Salah was tracked back. I mean, I don't think he's been past the halfway line.
PSG?
Yes.
PSG, Mbappe. He's not a striker.
Mbappe is a striker. Mbappe's a striker. Nah.
He can play as a striker.
Mbappe's a striker.
PSG play with a 4-3-3. Two wingers, or rather, the two of the three forwards are wingers. You have Mbappe on the right, Neymar on the left, and then Icardi in the center. Your focal number 9.
Muna, wait, listen.
Yeah,
Mbappe is basically okay. What? I know this is not a top tier team, but what is Aubameyang to you? What is Aubameyang to you?
He's a striker. He's always
exactly. And where do they play him?
On the wing. Yes.
Exactly. Mbappe is a striker, but they play him on the wing.
Okay, fair. I can agree with that. But it's not working for them, is it?
No, we're not talking about if it works or not. We're not talking about if it works or not.
They ain't winning your
This is just a discussion. If it works or not is not what we're talking about. We're talking about.
No, but the point was you need to be playing. I've always been saying, even in our main group, you have to be playing organic players in organic roles. Because look at Real Madrid. Real Madrid play with wingers, don't they? They do.
No.
Yes, they do.
Let me see.
What?
So it's Benzema up front. No, it's Benzema up front, and then who on the sides? Vinicius Junior and
left Hazard.
Vinicius, Hazard, Bale, Rodrigo, Asensio.
Can't count Bale.
But he's a winger.
I'd probably say they're more wing. They're more like you're right, Sterling, Mahrez. So they're more to the winger side. I think you're right.
And then we said Bayern, Borussia Dortmund. Are like that. They've got your Sancho, and I forget who plays on the left. That person never really that important.
Isn't
I forgot who.
Torgen Hazard, maybe?
Yeah. Torgen Hazard and that new kid, the young American, Giorgio Reyna. Then who else? Who else do we say is top tier? Napoli plays with wingers. They've got
Bayern.
Dries Mertens.
No, he's a striker. They've got Insigne. And the Mexican that we wanted. What's his name? What's his?
Oh, that Lozano.
Yeah.
Lozano.
Having Lozano. Atletico has never played with wings. They like to. I don't understand their system. They play because they have sometimes Koke plays on the wing. I mean, they have wingers like that.
Yeah.
They have Thomas Lemar. But they always have like your center. Saul sometimes plays on the left wing.
He's in the wing.
It's kind of like, all right, guys, you play for the team.
What's that other guy? It's some sort of C. What's his name? He's right. He plays right.
Carrasco.
Carrasco. Yeah.
I'd say him and Lamar are probably the only natural wingers they have. But they just play like
if they put if they put like 4 defensive midfielders in mid, I wouldn't even be surprised.
Yeah.
Like they could just put four guys across.
Yeah, and just say boom.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I think Bayern also has a couple of winners. Who do they have? Serge Gnabry. Then they have Koeman.
They got Koeman. Now they got Sané.
They've got some other.
I wanna watch a bit of Bayern now because of Sané. For some reason. I like that boy, man. Plus, he's back in his native land.
That guy picked up some weight during the lockdown. You see when he came back, you could actually see his cheeks, man. Before that guy was like skin and bones. He looked like he wears a small.
Yeah, man, he's trying to get buff, dog. He's trying to get buff. He's trying to get him pushed around.
Jack from back.
No, but
dude, where do you get it?
Hectic. Yeah? No, I was gonna say he's hectic.
But I'm actually realizing as we chat through these teams, like a lot of them almost play the same, not formation, but the same sort of way. Like, you could have a stock formation and you could kind of say, okay, these players will play in this position. It's always that like 4-3-3 type.
Yeah, the 4-3-3. Yeah. Well, yeah.
But it's what it's evolved from.
That's a similar formula.
Remember, Sir Alex was always the 4-4-2 guy. And then towards the end, he changed to that 4-3-3 as well. It's where the game has evolved to. You know, it really works for attacking football in particular. Or if you play 3 at the back, and you're able to have proper full wing backs who can really attack forward, where you have 2 forwards in the front. So it's that new system, that new model. But the problem is, I think a 4-4-2 still works, can work, but like Leicester showed that year. But the problem is, you've got to have a boss midfield. Like, you got to have guys who work every game. Remember, they had Kante, they had Drinkwater, who came, whatever. But, they had players who were grafting every freaking game without European Championship games as well. So it can work, but you got to play because guys are not playing 3 at the back, 4-4-3-3. Even if they're not executing it well, but guys are playing attacking football, and in both situations, your midfield is outmanned immediately.
Yeah.
I
think Conte revolutionized not the game, but England. I'd say when he came in with that 3-4-3 of his, because it was unstoppable for the longest time. Gents just didn't know how to play against it.
It's true. It's the first time in a long time I saw 3 at the back. That was revolutionary, and now it seems to be the trend these days.
Yeah.
A team that played quite well is Wolves. They play that 3 at the back so well.
Well, not on the last game of the season when they had to. What the hell was that? Arsenal took out Chelsea. Why can't Wolves do it too? What the hell's wrong with those guys? They missed out.
It's been a long season, but men are tired.
Yeah, man. This is like, man.
And it's going to be
funny things. The season's coming back just now. You can't be tired.
Yeah.
But I guess you could call it like
5 weeks.
Yeah, it's like preseason for my guess. They build up the natural. Some of our guys, some of the teams are fit. I think Arsenal guys are fit. Man U is fit, but I think the problem is we're using too many of the same players all the time. So guys are starting to get tired. So I saw the lineup for today's game, and he changed the whole lineup, bro. The only person in the lineup. No. The only kid in that thing is James. Everyone else, it's all the outcast players. It's Igalo, Lingard, Fred, Mata, James, McTominay, Fosu, Mensah, Williams, Maguire, Bailly, Romero. But on the bench, you've got, in terms of kids, you've got Chong, Garner, as well as Mengi. So you got some. But before we get into that, Max, don't you want to maybe give us a rant of the week? I know it's early, but I know you're going to be leaving early, so you can give us maybe a rant.
Hey, dude, all I can say is I'm fucking sick and tired of the transfer news that I constantly see. That's the same shit day in, day out. I have seen so many Jadon Sancho posts now that I don't want the guy to come to United at this point. It's frustrating, man. Oh, Jadon Sancho has spoken to his agent. That's what the article will be about. But meanwhile, headline, Jadon Sancho has agreed personal terms with Man United. Wada. It also goes to show the state of news at the moment. It's like they've got nothing to report anymore, man. Literally nothing. It's like they need these little clickbait articles. Remember in the good old days when Rooney would throw his phone at another player and then you'd say Rooney temper tantrums. What happened? What's going on? There was news, constantly evolving news. Man, I'd like to know what Arsenal's trying to do with their transfer policy as well.
It's firing players. I mean, staff members.
Hey, but before I go, I just want to ask the Arsenal fans a quick question. What do you think your guys' prospects are in the next 2 years?
Yeah, I think it's going to be
just a building. Just a building.
Yeah. I mean, we're not. I don't think we're going to be winning any trophies. Besides maybe the cup.
Yeah, that seems to be our daily bread.
The Arsenal Cup.
I think, for us, the biggest thing is we got to do something at the back, man. Every year we keep talking about the back because I mean we can't have a striker who's in contention for the Golden Boot for the last 2 seasons at least. Last year he won it. This year he was one short. But people just keep banging in goals at the back, man.
Yeah.
It's Mustafi, David Luiz, and Socrates. Basically, we're guaranteed a mistake some point in the game with those. Some useless back pass, some sort of
penalty.
Yeah, no, you need a back that you can trust.
Yeah, so I think we need to build at the back. I mean, I see now we're in for Willian.
I don't know why we're going for Willian.
And I'm like, is that really where we need to be focusing, right? I think,
we can't be buying a 31-year-old ex-Chelsea player. We've seen what an ex-Chelsea player does to an Arsenal squad. David Luiz.
Free transfer, experienced player, winner,
No, but they want to give him a free. No offense. I mean, I'm 33. Guy's only 30. He's turning 32, I think, next week. But by the time he's professional, by the time he's 35, those legs are probably gonna be gone, man.
Listen, what happened to your guys' academy? They used to have a dope academy at Arsenal.
No, they do.
No, youngsters are still fine.
I mean, so aren't your youngsters filtering into your team?
No, they are.
Got Saka.
Martinelli,
yeah. What's that other centre back kid?
Look at us reaching for straws now.
No, those two are decent. Those two are quality.
Malva something. So anyway, yeah.
Malva something. That's the quality.
Hey man, that kid is the future. That kid is wild.
I feel, man, look, Arsenal used to be a great team. Since you lost your spine, your Vieiras and stuff like that, I don't know what your philosophy is. Your philosophy seems to make enough money to support everyone's wage bill. We go home, we come home, everyone is happy and stuff like that. Now, maybe with Arteta, things might change, but your club, in essence, is a business as far as I'm concerned.
I think for sure, Arsenal is definitely a business, and that's a problem. I think with our American owners, they view it very much as a business. I was looking at this chart, I think on Twitter like a few days ago, and we were the one club, I think, of all the clubs, the big clubs that had spent over, let's say, 500 million pounds in the last, I think, 4 or 5 years or whatever, right? We were the only club that used purely operations, money from our operations to finance purchase. Others had used some debt, others had used this and that. We were the only ones purely on operations. That's how we were buying players. So, yeah, we don't want to spend more money than we have. That's purely it. We still want to see, our owners still want to see a return on their money. So it's difficult. I mean, especially like you said, when we lost our spine, but at that time, you know, the whole thing was trying to finance the Emirates. Library, then we were just trying to finance the stadium. You know, we went through a period where we were just buying useless players. I don't know why.
Yeah, Flamini.
Because we were trying to pay the stadium off. Then, even after that, I think then we just settled into this thing like we need to be financially viable. Because I think the deal is done now. It's just now, well, how much profit can we make for the shareholders, pretty much? Which, yeah, it's cost us a lot. I don't know how much sway Arteta's going to have over the next months, but you know, we're going to have to start reaching into the pockets.
But yeah, they've given him some sort of leeway now, a bit of leeway, because especially with the Aubameyang situation, apparently they say they're giving him a bit of permission to give him a bit of money. So Aubameyang was like, "Nah, it's not about the money at this point. Just bring me players I can play with." So Aubameyang wanted, I think, Dembele from Barcelona. Oh, yeah. He was like, if you guys can get Dembele, then I'm staying for sure. You guys get someone like that, then we can move.
I think he's gonna leave. Maybe. You know why? Because I was reading an article. That's how I was joking about it earlier. But I was reading an article today that's saying that 2 things. One, Arsenal are firing staff to cover for COVID. That's number 1. So there seems to be some form of money issue already. And number 2, I saw they also terminated, and apparently people are surprised. They terminated one of your top talent scouts as well today. So I find it difficult to understand what's going to happen here, because I think they're going to offer Aubameyang like a bumper contract, and they're probably going to look at sales to try and bring in some cash to push for transfers, because remember, you guys can maybe afford to with regards to how they're operating and looking now, you can maybe afford to buy 1 player. You're not going to be playing as much games next year. Oh wait, but you're in Europe because you won FA Cup. Never mind. So hey, I don't know. It's tricky. It's true. But I think he'll stay. But I'm just saying, I don't think in terms of him wanting to stay just because of players, that won't be the reason. I just think it's tough. Those guys are full of shit.
I heard about Coutinho coming in for Guendouzi plus 9 million.
Yeah, but they can eat a you know what, bro, for that.
You don't think he's worth it? You don't think Coutinho is worth Guendouzi plus 9?
I think Coutinho is very talented, but you know, giving away Guendouzi and cash on top. Then I was like, that was a bit too much for me. Like, I don't know. I think I heard a higher figure than the 9. The 9 is probably approaching, you know, where it needs to. But when I first heard of the deal, I was like, nah, I don't think so. I think, like, you know, I think Guendouzi, I think he's probably going to be on the way out. I think his sale will probably finance at least bringing in a player. I don't know what player, but at least a player. Too. I think we might try get rid of Rob Holding or one of the guys at the back score.
Yeah.
Get rid of Costa. So what is it? Socrates, yes.
And then obviously stay, but if we could offload him, I think we definitely would offload Mercer at least for the wage.
Dude, even for a good 25, we'll take a good 25.
Bro, we refuse to sell. We refuse to sell Chris Smalling for anything less than 20 million. You think you're gonna get any more from Zid also? That guy doesn't even play.
Come on, Fenerbahce, come fetch your boy.
Come through.
Come fetch your boy.
To show what the club willing to do to reduce the wage bill. I mean, you guys just let go of Sanchez for free. I mean, we're paying that guy basically it was like all in all 500,000 a week.
Yeah, that was bad business.
That's
but
my
good
boy.
riddance, man.
Ole.
You know, you got to cut out cancer. And he was very cancerous, that man. He was just rot. Rather let him go for free, man. Shit.
Yeah. It's money. The money's been spent. It is what it is. Rather let him go. Especially the boys have shown this season that there's a new culture. There's a new set of players. Ollie's at the wheel. Rather continue with these guys. Count your losses. Bring a Sancho in. Bring another defender. Whatever you want to do. But yeah, there's not much you can do about Alexis. He got his payday, and yeah, look, it is what it is. Right?
Nah, but look,
I mean,
Ole.
I didn't realize that's bad that he only scored 3 goals in his time. 3.
But he did play under Mourinho, so I guess there's something to be said there. But I mean, even under Oli, like he was done. The legs were gone, or
let me tell you why Ole is my
mentality
coach.
was just not there.
Let me tell you why Ole is my guy. First of all, he's getting rid of all the trash. Fellaini, gone. Goodness gracious. Fellaini, gone.
Fellaini did more than Sanchez. So.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's also because he had some heart, but he can fly a kite. Thank you. Stay in China. Then my guy is getting rid of Sanchez. And you know what happened? Beginning of the season. Remember preseason? Sanchez had a quarrel with Mason Greenwood in practice. Ole said, nah.
Yeah, I remember.
Then Ole said,
he was bitching.
You out, son.
He's like, Mason tackled me too hard. Can you imagine? Senior player complaining that a youngster tackled him too hard, bruh. What he should have done is gotten up and kicked the shit out of Mason Greenwood, and then that little buck will know what's up.
That's right. And right after that, he's like, "Oh, you won't touch my future star like that. You 500,000 a week, son of a bitch." And then he said, "You know what? You're going to Italy, son. Go join Lukaku. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here." Took Lukaku.
It reminds me of when Balotelli was fighting with that Italian coach. What was his name?
Mancini.
Yeah.
Balotelli is mad, guys.
But I was surprised that we got rid of Lukaku. I never thought he was a problem in the dressing room. Like, I mean, it makes sense. You need to give Martial the number 9 and put him up there. So yeah, fine, maybe get rid of Lukaku. But I always thought they could always coexist.
Nah.
But it seems the guy has an idea of what he wants to do, and he's dead set on that.
You need guys who have the technicality. Lukaku doesn't have the technicality. Did you see this week? Conte said, when Lukaku can learn how to do the first touch a little bit better and practice the technique, he'll be another player. I mean, we can't be waiting 5 years for a guy who costs like 75 million to learn how to trap. Mason Greenwood is doing 1-2s at 18. 1-2s. Come on, dog.
Lukaku scores goals. I mean, he's a goal scorer. Yeah, he can't trap, but he can score goals. Imagine Lukaku with Bruno.
But anyway, gents, I gotta go.
Yeah, homie.
There's a damsel in distress falling off the CN Tower. I need to go rescue, so long live the empire, bro.
Do the Lord's work, boy.
Thank you, brother.
So then, guys, I mean, Sancho, just pay the 120, man.
No. This is business.
Who has 120?
Just pay the 120 if you really want.
No, we got it. We got it.
Oh, wow.
We got the 120. But that's not the point. The point is,
it's the principle.
It's the principle. we gotta let niggas know, like, nah, son. Just because of Man U can't come here talking your shit in a COVID environment. They're saying, nah, 120, fixed price. Nah, son. Nah, nah, we ain't playing that game. Those boys in Portugal were telling us, 60-70 million for Bruno Fernandes. We said, nah, son. We even waited until the next transfer window. We said, nah, son. We're tired of being abused.
120 or he's staying. 120 or he's staying.
Nah, he's
If he gets to September 5th now and we haven't bought him yet, and then the price is still 120, are you going to be like, okay?
No, they must spend it then. But I'm just saying they mustn't make it easy.
I was talking about the same thing. That bought Harry Maguire. Was a deadline?
No,
it was actually a year ago today. Yeah, it was a year ago.
Look,
but that was a Man United premium. 80 million.
Yeah, it was
80 million pounds for Harry Maguire. Wow.
Yeah.
Look, man, he made a difference.
Yeah, I'll splurge.
We third place, man. It made a difference.
Yeah. Third best defense in the league as well, going from like 12th to third in the space of a year. Yeah, look, I mean, Aaron Wan-Bissaka also made a difference. But yeah, Harry's had a good season. I rate.
Look, he's not worth. I think, and I get your point. 80 million is a lot because that's more than that was like 5 million more than Van Dijk. So I don't think he's worth that amount. To be honest, maybe 60. I think 60, 70 sharp. We did overpay and it was a premium, but dog, defenders nowadays, like really more than decent defenders are expensive. Like you gotta spend. I don't think he's worth the money, but he has made the difference. I don't think I think we would have probably finished between 8th and 10th without Maguire there. Wan-Bissaka too, definitely. But I mean, like, just because Maguire, what he's done, and that's the point I had in our group. Even though Lindelof, he's supposed to be a ball playing defender. Bailly is your ride or die. But what Maguire does is he brings calmness at the back, and the man drives forward and doesn't lose the ball, really. Like, he actually doesn't. And he's playing on his weaker side a little bit, So you need that to kind of play from the back. He doesn't do it enough, I think, because we're always absorbing, sometimes waiting to see what happens. But you need that. Like, David Luiz with a bit more calmness. That guy's there.
But the crazy thing is, he played every single minute of every single Premier League game this season.
Yeah, you see.
All of it.
And he was injured. He took an injection. He said, yeah, put me on, coach.
So I think he gets the price tag is it just hangs around his neck. But I agree with Neo. He's not worth 80 million. Very few defenders are. Maybe more or less 60. But you know what? It's Man United. There's always a premium. Like if Man United came in for me, 20 million. I'm telling you now. 20 million pounds.
You think you were 20?
I'll tell you, boy. If Man United came in, they have to pay 20.
Muna, all you do, they came from today. If Arsenal or Man U came for you today, say, we'll spend, even if it's 10 million, we'll spend 10 million, we'll bring Etienne, Puma, and Pablo. You just say, all right, no, it's cool, bro. We'll see you in September. We're going to miss preseason. Then you hire, with that money that you're going to get paid, you're going to hire the personal trainer. Or you're going to fly somebody all the way from Spain. Come here to train your ass for the next 2 months. Every day you wake up. Come
lockdown, no lockdown, it doesn't matter.
You tell your wives, you tell your girlfriends, I'll see you in 4 months. This is our life we're talking about now. Come on, that Premier League money. Come on. Even if you don't play, look at what they did to our boy. I saw Pesitao has gone on another loan.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Is he now?
Anderlecht,
ne? With Vincent Company.
Nah, what nonsense is that? Why can't our man play in the Premier League? What's up? He's playing in UEFA. He's won against Real Madrid, I think. What's up?
I saw some story about his work permit issues or something, but I don't know what the full story is, and I don't know if that's for sure the right thing. But there was briefly I saw something about he didn't have the correct permit or something to work in the yet. Loaning him out
because he couldn't get in originally because Bafana were too low in the world rankings.
Yeah,
and that's why they farmed him out. But I would have thought by now, 2-3 years in Europe, Champions League, one of the not the best, a decent league in Europe. Yeah, Brighton would have taken him back, or at least take him to the Championship or something. I mean, he can play with Kamohelo there at Brentford. I was sad that they didn't make it yesterday. See, Fulham won the playoff final.
Yeah, I actually fell asleep watching the game just because I was tired. But I was hoping they would win because I was listening to the story. And these guys have not been in the top tier league since the 1940s. God damn.
Brentford.
Yeah, they even got rid of their
Yes.
academy. Started a new philosophy so they can buy, sell players, raise money. I was just like, come on. And now apparently they're 3 forwards who scored the most goals amongst any other team in the league. Apparently now they're gonna get bought. Like the dream is dead, bruh. Those guys aren't coming back next year. Come on, really? Nah, it's finished. Nah, they're finished.
Oh,
It's wild.
it's tough as Bournemouth let go of Eddie Howe as well. You know, relegation is tough, bro. When you go down to that championship, brother, everything changes. Players are gone. Staff gets everything. Oh, different club.
Yeah, you have to
Who
start
got
looking
relegated last year?
Last year it was Fulham went down. They were the one. Then who else did we lose? Who went down?
We forget about them so quickly.
Who cares? Who cares about the bottom feeders?
Aston Villa?
No, Aston Villa.
No, they came up.
They came up.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll tell you now. Man, who cares about the bottom feeder clubs, man?
And it's so funny when you see these old clubs that you remember from your youth that were in the Premier League, Charlton Athletic,
Blackburn Rovers, Bolton Athletic.
Hey.
Bolton won, Wigan.
Bolton won, sorry, Wigan, yeah. Hey, dude, Wigan, yeah, man, that's where Valencia comes from, man. Yes. Yay! You just threw me back, bro. Yes.
It was
this
Fulham.
Reminded me of all the old FIFAs.
It was Fulham, Swansea, and Cardiff.
Really?
Remember Cardiff had that. Cardiff had that Filipino goalkeeper, where at the beginning of the season he was killing it. Relegated. Ish. Come on.
That's cold.
I don't even remember those guys. I thought Swansea went down ages ago. I don't know if it was last season.
Nah, it was last season. But there's a lot of guys. I'm checking here. Yo, Hull got relegated, bruh, from Championship.
How?
Hey, son, and Wigan.
But Wigan had that whole. You guys hear about that?
Oh yes.
So basically, the way I read it is the owner of Wigan, right, via some companies bought the club, right? But the guy apparently is a professional gambler and he owns basically casinos and betting organizations, right? What they did was, and this is what I read, is Wigan was starting to do well, right? And then the club, then people were starting to look worried and no one understood why. So it turns out in the Philippines, apparently there's a big bet on Wigan getting relegated, right? And so basically the owners or someone was going to lose a lot of money if Wigan didn't get relegated. So then what they did was they quickly sold the team to this other person who's in on it. And then that guy immediately put the club into administration. Now, they did it on purpose because administration means immediately you're docked 12 points. 12 points was put them in the relegation zone. And obviously, then the bet in the Philippines gets paid out. So it's like a whole web of things.
How big was that bet that you had to go and relegate a club?
Dude.
They bought a club and bet against it immediately.
That's childish. What the hell?
That's cool. So you lose on purpose to win.
Hey,
exactly.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Wigan Athletic relegated after losing appeal against 12-point penalty.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's so sad, bro.
Dude, I feel sorry for the players.
For the fans as well, bro. Oh.
You're the fan, bro. Yeah, but I mean, who really told them to support Wigan? I mean,
they've got a really good left back, in that team, and I see here that apparently that they're gonna sell him for 1.5 million. You see, these are the type of bargain buys you look at. And look, it seems like a few Premier League teams are looking at him as well.
Yeah, man. I think there's element of that. I mean, once we were talking about sides getting once the sides get relegated, hey, it's wholesale there, bro.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Guys, I mean, best players are gone.
You know, and there's some quality players. But then also speaking about, I think that what Dortmund are doing, they bought him for what, 7.2?
Oh, Sancho.
Yeah. And 2 years later they want 120. I mean,
it's not the first time, dog. They did that with Dembele. Bought him from Rennes for, I don't know, let's say 7-10 million. Sold him to Barca for like 150. And they're gonna do it with Bellingham. Sorry, they're gonna do it with Bellingham. I mean, they get him from Birmingham City for 25. United's gonna buy that boy for at least 120, 150 in 4 years' time. It's like it's just conveyor belt. Haaland, they bought him for 19 million or something.
What's up, everybody? Good evening.
What they do?
Hey, Ray de Pollo de Ray.
What's going on?
All good. We have Mike at the top right there. We've got two champions who are here, the Arsenal guys. They had to make their way to Manchester just to remind us, hey man, you haven't touched this in a long time, man. You haven't touched this in a long time. This is what it looks like.
I mean, it's the Emirates Cup for a reason.
An Arsenal tea there. I see you doing with the background.
Yes. Look at him.
Oh shit.
We ready.
I'll show my face for 1 second. I'm a bit compromised right now.
Drop the doodle.
This is a kids show, Myers. I remember. Yeah.
They trying to hear no funny sounds on the back.
Yeah, he's like R18.
Keeping us busy. Mr. Lingard. I don't see
What's up, boy? You see my boy's in the squad today. Eh? He's in the squad. He's scoring a hat-trick. Hat-trick today.
Look, I would have been okay with him being captain tonight. So it would have been fine with me.
You should have. I don't know why they're playing Maguire.
No. You see,
I don't understand why they're playing him.
You see, my coach. First of all, Maguire must be there, guys. Your captain must play. That's the rules. That's number one.
But 5-0.
Nah, no, it's fine. Your captain must play. They must bring in that young kid Mengi. Give him a debut, like 60 minutes. Let's go 2-3 goals and throw in the kids. There's 5 substitutes, remember? Throw in the kids. But you see, I always say this every week because I hope one day Ole is going to tune in to Banterville, get some sense and listen to me. Lingard is a top quality player. He's won championships. He plays with one of the best teams in the world. My guy, that guy's worth at least 40, 50 million. Go right now, Ole. Go right now. Put in a bid.
There was a catch.
Submit a bid to Arsenal.
Look,
Throw in Lingard for young Saka over there. For young Saka over there. Lingard will not only score you important goals, he'll bring you more championships. He's won Europa. Number 3, also, he's going to increase your social presence on social media. There'll be more money to 100%. Make. It's the best deal.
I don't like Arsenal, but I wouldn't wish that upon you guys. I won't even lie.
How dare you? The guy gets you Champions League football, and this is what you do. He scores the decisive goal in a clutch match. And this is what you guys do. Yeah, people, bruh.
Why would Arsenal want him? Decisive goals.
Fans like
Arsenal have got their own issues, dog. They need to hang on to Aubameyang now, so they don't have time to be looking for an Instagram catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're cool with Jay Lings. Try Chelsea maybe.
What?
They got Havertz now. They're looking for Havertz.
So you guys.
What are you saying?
Are you guys gonna keep Lingard there? I mean, what's his name? Aubameyang. What's going on? What's the story?
I don't know. I called him in the morning. He's staying.
I heard that they made an offer, like a big ticket, big money offer. I keep hearing different figures. One was 250 and it was 300 a week.
Week, damn.
But we'll see.
They might just give him 300 and tell him that just give him 300 and look away, man.
Look at the disrespect.
He deserves it. He deserves it.
Look at the disrespect of this organization.
If he's getting us in the league 20 plus goals as he's done for the last couple of years, then I mean, the way we're set up right now, give him the 300, man.
Yeah.
Give it to him.
To be honest with you,
But he is 31 though.
But he's been up.
Yeah, so
No
it's
one's gonna
300
pay
for
him
like
that much.
yeah, it's 300 for 2 years.
And also remember,
No one's gonna pay him that amount of money.
he's African, bro. Africans don't age.
Yeah, bro. He still got. When did Drogba leave Chelsea? Like, wasn't he like 40?
He left and came back, bro.
Dog, he still was banging when he came back. Come on,
And he
man.
came back like a new signing.
If you come beast, don't mess with the if you come.
You see,
At least look, Aubameyang has at least 3 years left in him, bro, of top quality football. That guy's good,
Yeah.
man.
this is why you guys don't deserve to wear the badge of Arsenal. You guys, you fans, you shareholders, all you guys are just disrespectful. You're gonna offer your best player 300 only when the guy called Mesut also sits on the bench, and you guys don't want to take
5 months,
an
man.
English international European winning champion like Lingard.
We're not
In
doing
fact-
Lingard.
In fact,
bro.
we should be swapping Lingard for Aubameyang. We'll give him 400. I'm telling you. A contract,
Lingard's too good for
400,000.
these clowns.
Obama, we'll give you 400, my boy. Come here.
this is why you guys are paying 100 a week, just like this. You guys just 500 a week.
Never again.
It's not happening again.
I'm happy that we finally got rid of that.
We're gonna give Pogba that amount actually.
I read De Gea's getting.
Christmas.
The man can't even catch. The guy can't even catch COVID, but he's making.
Wait, don't disrespect our highest earning player. No. Don't do that. Just because he had a few poor games doesn't mean
A few.
no. He had no. Look at the whole season, Maya. Look at the whole season. Dean Henderson only had one more clean sheet than De Gea. And have you seen some of the goals? I love the kid. Don't get me wrong. I love the kid. I think he's our next number one. I'm just saying, you must see some of the goals he's also let in. Eesh.
Yeah.
I feel like
that one against Liverpool.
yeah, God.
Dave still has some time. Like Dave still has some good years. I mean, he can always catch form again. He's not like a kipper. Dave is quality. There's a Premier League winning player. There's no Arsenal player who has won the Premier League. Imagine.
Kepa's finished. But Brent Leno is amazing. I must say. I think that the biggest problem he has, he's not a reflex guy like De Gea in essence. He's kind of like he's a mixture of a lot of the good qualities a goalkeeper needs. So when you have a defense that continuously leaks, attack, what must the guy do? I mean, I just think you're not seeing the best of him due to what is in front of him.
I think for us there was two things that kept us. To be honest with you, it sounds stupid, but that kept us from being lower on the log. One was Leno, the other one was Aubameyang scoring goals on the other end. But otherwise, we were
To just keep us afloat, man.
we got a goalkeeper. When Leno got injured, Emi Martinez has stepped up. I mean, the man's been on form. And now he wins the cup. He's basically secured his spot. And then he's basically saying, from what I heard, look, I don't want to play second to Leno anymore.
Yes. Power.
How long is Leno out for?
You have to back yourself.
Look, Leno's going to be ready by end of August, apparently.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Back.
Nah, you see.
So now,
This is where Arteta needs to show his authority. Like, hey,
Competition.
look at me. I am the captain now.
You see, no, that guy must understand his place. You see, in football, that's why when you have superstar syndrome, that guy is number 2. He'll always be number 2. Doesn't matter if he stopped the penalty from Cristiano Ronaldo. That guy's number 2, son. When Brent Leonard comes back, it's like
you can play him on.
Oh.
You can play for if.
Yeah, you're right. Huh?
What?
You guys made Europa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Gents, let's wrap it up for today's episode. Any last words? Any last words from our Arsenal brothers who joined us today?
Yes. Emirates Cup, it's ours. Yes. We are the ones. Yes. We hold it. Yes. Nah, play. Sorry,
Man United, because you still have chances of winning some silverware, but we've got it in the bank already. So close it off with success.
Yeah.
Next season.
We say good luck to y'all. Hopefully you can feel this medal this season. So it's a phenomenal feeling. So I mean, hopefully you get to try it out. And to the best.
Look, the only reason I want us to win the Europa is just to get some extra funds. If we've got money and there's no issue, they must knock us out today, 6-5. let our players go on preseason. What's like?
Our players are resting.
Yeah.
This is like when you show Sancho that you can win anything, bro.
I can't wait.
Yeah, fair enough.
I can't.
We'll see what happens by next week, gents. We're gonna go catch that Europa game now. Thanks for joining us, Banterville boys. We'll see you guys next week, same time. Well, next week will be probably either same time, same place. We gotta check the schedule and we'll see. Jay Lings is going to Arsenal. I love it. See y'all. Booyah!
It's gonna win us a league. It's gonna win us the Europa League.
The next Danny Welbeck.
Whatever.
That guy couldn't even win against Arsenal. Don't tell me about Welbeck. He was useless.
Hey, Neri, your background, bro, is that a picture or is that like your wall?
It's a cool wall. It's a dope wallpaper, man. It's the Nelson Mandela Bridge. Let me move.
Jeez Louise. So like across. Oh, nice. How? Where? How? Wow.
I don't know.
Wait.
My wife actually hooked it up, man. So inside we've got